This game is part of GMT's Coin series, a series which I have also designed a game for. Kia ora koutou, welcome to Fire in the Lake in about 3 minutes. Review copy used. There is a solo mode included. It's a game for 1 to 4 players, playing time is long to really long, and it's a pretty damn complex game. It is the 1960s and Vietnam has just fought a war of independence against colonial France. The country is divided into the communist north and the USA supported south. How will the second stage of Vietnam's war of independence turn out? Coin stands for counterinsurgency and represents conflicts where one side are regular forces while the others are not. Throughout the game's deck of cards there are these coup cards. When one of these is resolved, the game checks to see if someone has won. Each faction has their own unique win condition. If multiple factions are over their win thresholds, the one further along wins. Card management. The heart and soul of the game are these event cards. Area control. Having forces and tokens and regions is the key to winning the game. Variable player powers. Each faction has a unique menu of actions and abilities. Player turn. Choose a scenario to play and set up the pieces on the board. You'll have up to 6 coup cards. Shuffle each one into a pile of cards and stack them to make the draw pile. There are always 2 cards visible. The right one is the current card, the left one is next turn's card. Each card shows 4 faction symbols on top in order. Yellow, the Arvin player, is the first on both cards, so decides to pass on the current card. The Olive USA player is next, and they choose one of the 3 action spaces here. Whatever they pick, the next player has to pick the next action along, in this case a limited operation, or pass. Red, the NVA player, passes, and the blue VC player just takes the limited operation. Once all actions are resolved, passing players become eligible while active players become ineligible. You repeat this process with the next card becoming the current card. And once that resolves, ineligible players go back to being eligible. If you chose event, choose one half of the event card and resolve it. Some events last until the next coup round, while others are permanent upgrades or downgrades. If you pick an operation, choose one of the operations on your faction menu's left to do. A limited operation only works in one space, and an operation with special activities also gets one of the boxes on the right to do. These operations let you do things like rally to get more forces on the board and to build bases, to move forces around the board. You can commit terror operations to sabotage supply lines and ferment opposition. You can move troops into regions in order to locate hidden forces, flipping them over to the revealed side. Only once revealed can rebels be assaulted and their bases destroyed. Rebels can attack troops using dice rolls or ambush them as a special activity and automatically hit, whereas troops will just straight up fight other forces. You can also use actions to build support for the government. Why would you like this game? The thing that makes Fire in the Lake so wonderful to me is how the victory conditions model the conflict in such a clever way. The USA player wants people to support the South Vietnamese government, real hearts and mind stuff, but they also get a point for every troop and base not in Vietnam. They want to be gone from Vietnam, and deploying troops delays their cause. The Arvin player doesn't really need support, they just need to suppress opposition and control areas, while also secreting away money to their own personal reserve. The Viet Cong want a network of bases and massive opposition to the southern regime, while the NVA wants to control population in the south. Taking Saigon would be massive for them. If those victory conditions sound intriguing to you, then Fire in the Lake could be the game for you. It's an amazing effort to model one of the most misunderstood conflicts in human history. And while it's amazing as a historic war game, it's just as good as a game in general. The best thing about this game is its sheer size and scale. It's epic. However, it's a beast. One of the most complex coin games with a ton of little rules and heaps of things to keep track of. Your first game will take a while, and I recommend playing one of the shorter scenarios first. And Fire in the Lake doesn't sugarcoat what the Vietnam War was, so the subject matter is certainly not for everyone. Obviously, my game Red Dust Rebellion is in the same series, and for a simpler coin game, try Cuba Libre. Fire in the Lake. Also watch Ken Burns' Vietnam. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the notification button, like, share, and subscribe to the channel.